Let's talk about a fashion show that changed my life and opened a new scope of interest for me, and that's Chanel Fall Winter 2009. That was, in fact, the very first fashion show I actually ever saw as a high school teenager. And the collection was titled Beau Brummel, a pun on Beau Brummel, a British dandy who's credited for inventing the modern suit. What's worth noting is that's the first fashion show staged by the fashion house after the 2008 economical collapse. For that season, Karl Lagerfeld created something that was disciplined, strong, playful, and still managed to show, despite the crisis, that Chanel is still one of the leading houses in the industry. What really made me remember this collection was this playful way of using pleated decorations and ruffling and jabots. Something, again, very dandy, very 19th century, but it was just so charming in my opinion. And what Karl also knew what to do is basically how to gently attach some sense of humor to his clothes without turning them entirely into a joke. The ruffs was something that really caught my attention, and the application of them in the looks as accessories. I'm not sure if they were detachable or not, but there was something a bit costumey about it, but it wasn't too literal, and that's something that really I found it genius. By rough, I mean here this pleated collar details here, something that was typical in the 16th, 17th century in the Western or Central European regions. I had no idea that fashion shows had such elaborate and quite expensive set design. The show was staged, like the majority of the shows of Chanel, at Grand Palais in Paris, and on top of it, that very clean and elegant maze or set of arches with this onyx lacquered flooring is just, I think, the peak of class. But what I also like about the whole collection is the soundtrack. Love to Love You Baby by Donna Summer. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, and I think it even enhanced the feminine aspect of it, despite the aforementioned simplicity that the collection was still trying to channel through. My favorite point of this fashion show is when the song gets to this choiry, whispery point. Love to love you, baby, baby. It's one of my favorite collections till this day.